Hi everyone, welcome to our very first edition of Teacher Tech Talk. Alright, Teacher Tech Talk. Now I'm just going to go through with you the rationale behind Teacher Tech Talk because since this is our first session. And then I will, at the end of this presentation, I will show you the question that you're going to be discussing later on. Now before we begin, let's talk a little bit about why. Why Teacher Tech Talk? Why are we spending time in TTT talking about technology? Now, for one very obvious reason, I think by now you should know that technology is so powerful and it's so pervasive in our society, in the lives of our children, in the lives of our lives. And one of our vision of the school is to prepare our kids to be future ready with strong fundamentals. And I think we really need to set aside a bit of time to have that time and space to discuss and talk about how technology can be purposefully used in the classroom by the teachers. So technology should be used to amplify you as a teacher and not to replace you or not to make your life difficult, but to make you more powerful as a teacher. And I think to be fair to all of us, we need the time to explore, to discuss, and the most importantly, we need time to collaborate. And since we talk about collaborative learning as teachers, I think it's really important for us to collaborate, to bounce ideas off with one another. The focus of Teacher Tech Talk is basically two focus. One is pedagogy. So what is the pedagogy behind using the technology? So remember, the pedagogy must come first, and then we use technology to complement that pedagogy. Alright? And obviously we are looking at transforming the learning process of our students. We cannot be teaching them the way we have been taught as teachers, because this generation of children are so different from our time. And when they grow up, their children, the lives that they lead will be very different and radical as well. And so we really need to look at how can we transform their learning so that when they grow up, they will be transformed people who are empowered, who are ready to problem solve, ready to collaborate, ready to be critical thinkers. And so what's going to happen in this TTT cycle? So I have purposely chose the acronym Teacher Tech Talk to complement, so that when you hear about Teacher Tech Talk, you know we are talking about technology in, during, and using the TTT platform. Okay, and I really want to thank the LMs for allowing us to have this time. So the TTT cycle starts with brainstorming of ideas. So today is really the time for you to brainstorm. So we will devote one session just to brainstorm ideas, to bounce ideas off one another, and then I really hope that you will try out. Take one of the idea, try it out in your class, see how it works, and then after that reflect. Think back, how was this technology being used? Was it a meaningful integration? Did it complement your pedagogy? Did it help you amplify yourself as a teacher to make you better? Okay, so then after that, we will go back again to brainstorming ideas, trying it out, and then we will go through this cycle over and over again. Now this TDT should not stop this year, but I hope that it will go on and on for many years to come. So what's the topic for this month? What is my students struggling with? What concepts are they struggling with? What topics are they struggling with? Or you can think about which topic is hardest to teach. Maybe you can look at term 4, choose a topic that is coming up that you think it's difficult to teach, and then look specifically at this point at how Google Drive or Google Sites can enhance or transform your students' learning. Now please don't be boxed into just using Google Drive, Google Site. If you can come up with other tools or you can think of other ways to use technology, please go ahead and do so. Remember, the whole idea is technology must enhance you and amplify you as a teacher. Now I'm just going to give you one idea, and that's the use of Vocaroo to record oral reading, and to use Google Forms to get your students to submit the link to you as a teacher. And then using the Google spreadsheet, you will then give feedback. So I'm just going to jump over to show you how it looks like. Now Vocaroo is a free website that allows you to, or allows your students to do the recording. So this is really much for SA2 or oral preparation. Okay, so basically they just need to hook up a mic, or if they're using the laptops, there is the inbuilt mic there. So they click the record. Right now, if it's their first time using, they will need to allow the the camera and the microphone access. Okay, so now they are recording, so they can record. This is my recording. I'm talking about the picture, I'm talking about the conversation, whatever you want your kids to talk about. Once they're done, click to stop. Okay, now you can listen to it. Alright, and once they're done, they can click to save. So what happens is that it saves on the Vocaroo website, and what you are looking for, your students will be looking for, is this link here. Right, so this is where they will copy the link and they will go on to a Google form. This is a form that you will create, and how you share the link to your students, there are many ways. Either you embed it into a website or you give them a shortened link, up to you. So in the form, it will be good to have their name. So let's say I am pupil A, my index number. The reason why I put index number is I realized that when I get my kids to submit forms, it's useful to get them to input their index number so that when I sort the form, I can see who did not hand in. Okay, and then the last part is where they will paste the link of their recording and they will submit. Okay, so this is the part for the students. Now then, when it comes over to your part as a teacher, if you go into your Google Drive, you will see the responses here. Okay, so it will come in like that. Right, so when you come over to the responses, what you will see is this. So this is the one that I just submitted, pupil A, the next number. This is the link of the recording. So you can go to the link and listen to their recording. And once you're done, you can actually give feedback. Good reading. Might improve on tone a little bit. So something like, you can give some feedback, or you can give them rubrics and grade them according to the rubrics. So there are many ideas and many ways of doing this. And then at the end of the day, you can share this with your students and they can actually see and know what is some of the feedback. So this really saves time, because I know as English teachers, we don't really have time to do one-to-one oral communication and oral feedback. So this is just one idea for you to think about. Right, so I'm not going to waste too much time. Discuss as a level, come up with ideas, think about what is your student struggling with, and what topic or what concept is hardest to teach, and how can we use Google Sites, Google Drive, or any other tool to enhance their learning. Right, I can't wait to hear some of the things that you are going to share. See you the next time.